Welcome back to Rugged Rails on the new layout, and we're going to do a point-to-point operation from our station. Let's take a shot there, across there. There's the big boy static model, just a Revel kit glued down hard onto the surface of the phone. Try to make that look a bit snazzy. It doesn't look too bad actually. Okay, this is what I like about this layout. Point to point, even though this is an inner oval. If we go back over this way, you can see I've got the Lima sitting in the Lima 040 sitting in the shunter siding, ready for action. We've got our inner loop, runs right around. Now this Lima European loco, which you probably never see it matched up, but you never know, with these River Rossi old-timer coaches. And they have KD couplings. Someone converted the Lima, not me, when I bought this off eBay, to KD at both ends. So let's see, we'll run our point-to-point operation. We're going to go from the station around the inner loop. You could go around as many times as you like. Then we'll come on to the outer loop, around here, run all the way around until we want. You could do 20 laps, 50 laps, 10, and then run it straight into the staging siding. Then I'll take it off and run it back the same way, and it'll make sense what I mean by point to point if you don't know, if you're new to the hobby or you're young, you're not sure what that actually means. True point to point would mean that this station would be a dead end with a passing loop to go back out, around and all the way back. But I didn't want that. I wanted two loops to run trains. It's wired up DC in the same direction so we don't get any short circuits. And I'm only using one controller today. It's this bit dodgy when you're running down low. You'll see what I mean. When I turn it, just the first couple of notches, it virtually goes flat out, and then it starts to even itself off and run to the normal settings. If anyone knows why it's doing that, let me know. I might be able to fix it. I don't know. I have other controllers, but this is just the one I'm using today for testing. All right, enough of talking. Let's see some action. Here we go. You see that takeoff was extremely fast. Around the 600mm curve. Let's do a couple of laps just to warm her up, and I can talk way through it. Okay, so let's pretend this is, this layout is meant to be Big Boy Park, which the trips on the train, the paying customers are going to pay to restore this locomotive to running condition, which is going to cost millions of dollars. Volunteer work, most of it, but just for parts and etc. in real life, it's going to cost a fortune. So this Preservation Society, Heritage Society, is running trains with different locos, different countries represented to provide funds to restore this loco. That's the story of this layout, and this house belongs to the caretaker of the park. There you go. That area there, I'll touch that up a bit better, but that's the information centre where you can go in and watch videos of trains, and if you want to buy some takeaway food, that's what you can get in there. So there's the story of the layout in my little creative mind. Okay, so she's running around nicely. Okay, everyone's had a good look at the park, getting their money's worth. Opens up the point. Comes out onto the outer loop. The whole idea of this is that people are getting their money's worth, running around the park, getting a good picture of it. There you go. Running quite smoothly, I might say. Probably could turn it down a fraction. Let's see if I do how she runs on the other loop. Just go back a little bit. Okay, not much adjustment, but look, slows it right down. Probably to a more realistic, I reckon if it was in real life, that'd probably be the speed that it'd be actually running at. Due to the amount of points, the curvature, the fact of safety with people walking around the park, which there aren't any at the moment, but if it was real life, obviously there would be, and there'd be speed restrictions. So anyway, the driver's been told how many laps he's allowed to do. He's going to come into the staging track. Oh, a little glitch there. Why is it doing that? I don't know. Maybe because of the speed. Okay. Got to keep my eye here because we've got the big cliff at the end. So I'm going to pull it up. Close that off. I think it wasn't touching properly at that point. So then the hand of God will remove this locomotive. This is obviously me, will be sitting in the chair. The hand of God then returns the locomotive instead of having a passing loop. Pull that right back. All right, now remembering that we can now reverse the train. The locomotive's changed ends, but we have to first change the direction. I'll give it a little bit more speed. When I open these points, because it's already powered, it should get movement. And there we go. So now we can do as many laps around as we want. Change this back so it doesn't derail. I think most people will be getting the idea of point to point in this video now. A little hesitation now. I think that's because of the plastic on the Pico points. These are, I think, radius 2 points. That's a large radius curved point, so they're both curved, but I'm pretty sure that that's a bit smaller. But you can tell actually it is. So yeah, that's running really smoothly. Round and round the park. Everyone's getting a good look, getting their money's worth again. Different group of people. Open up this point. The other one's open. It goes to the inner loop, past the big boy. Probably they would stop at the big boy maybe and let the customers get off. That loco needs to be moved. Of course, runs around as many laps as you wanted to. Again, you could do 20, you could do 5, you could do 10. You could say, okay, I'm only going to do one each time. And then that's it. Stop. Now, of course, he has to go back out. Now, it's easier for a train to change ends than reverse out in this situation because of the tight curvature, almost like narrow gauge. So he will be uncoupled, sent on his way. There's our problem with the controller again. I could have changed controllers, but I couldn't be bothered, to be honest. Okay, so it would be much better for the video if it was, but anyway. So there's our KD. See if we can get it to... I like KDs, but sometimes they can be fiddly too. So now it's coupled back onto the other end. And you know, you don't feel like going round and round and round. Change it to the opposite direction again. And out she comes again. I'd say the track probably needs cleaning. You can clean it today. Sometimes when you move them around, a bit of dust gets on them. And mind you, the wheels are not physically clean on this loco like I showed you originally. But anyway, it's going to come out, go back there, these points, been given the all clear to come back out again. This layout, this is what I'm saying. I really love the fact. Open that up. And made it. There was a quick stop. See you next time.